Okay. So this one, you should have gotten tangent of the 38. The angle goes in the trig, equals x over 12.9. And you get 10.08 for x. And walking around, most of you got that. Good. Okay. Questions? Okay, let's go through this one. At first, we'll do it like normal, and then I'll show you how it's different. So here's our angle, right, is 38. Is the 5 opposite, adjacent, or hypotenuse? Good. And what about the x? Is the x opposite, adjacent, or hypotenuse? Good. So which trig function do I use? Tan. So I'm going to set it up. The angle goes inside the trig function, and it equals opposite over adjacent. Why is this one different? The x is on the bottom this time, right? So that makes this solving for x a little trickier. But before I go through how to do that, I just want to see, is there any questions on the setup about why we used tan or why the x is on the bottom? Excuse me. Any questions? Okay, so the first thing we need to do is get the x not in the bottom. Okay? Because we can't have x in the bottom of a fraction, then it won't be considered alone. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to times x on both sides. So the purpose of doing that is to get the x out of the bottom of the fraction. Well, I'm going to divide both sides by the tangent of 38 to get the x alone. So I know it looks weird, but we had to get the x out of the denominator first, and then we had to get the x alone. How do I type in a fraction like this on my calculator? What do I use? Yeah, the divide sign. So on this one, when you type it in, you do 5 divided by the tangent of 38 instead of times. So I did 5 divided by the tangent of 38. And I got 6.399 or 6.40. Because the 9 rounds the 39 up to the next number. I can help with rounding when I walk around to help and answer questions. Just make sure you get the 6.399. When you type it in, you're literally just typing it in exactly like you see it here. I did 5 divided by tan 38. So there's just one more step when the x is in the denominator. Okay, let's try another one. First, I need to decide sine, cosine, or tangent. So there's my theta, which is the 59. This side is blank, so I don't care about it at all. What about the 19? Is that opposite, adjacent, or hypotenuse? Try again. It's opposite. It's across from the 59. And it's not the longest side. Okay, what about the x? Opposite, adjacent, or hypotenuse? Okay, so then I'm going to decide which of my trig functions to use. Sine, cosine, or tangent? Good. Sine. Do I put the 19 inside the sine? No, the angle, right? So the 59 And then I do opposite over hypotenuse. Okay? Okay, so this is one of the ones that has the x in the bottom, so it's 2 algebra steps instead of just 1. So I'm going to times both sides by x to first get the x out of the bottom. Okay. Then I'm going to divide both sides by the sine of 59 to get the x alone. So x equals 19 over the sine of 59. And then that's what I'm going to type into my calculator. 19 divided by, so I just press the divide button, the sine of 59, and I get 22.17. Anybody else get the 22.17? Good. Okay, I'll come around and answer questions about that one, but I also want you to try F as well. Okay?